Live from the station that's in your corner. You're watching Fox 4 Morning News.
Well, coming up, Florida leads the nation when it comes to accidental childhood drownings, and those numbers are only going up amid the pandemic. So when it comes to you and your family's safety, especially here in Southwest Florida, we're speaking with an expert about the layers of protection you need to have to keep any tragedies like this from happening at your home. That's coming up right after the break. You're watching Fox 4 Morning News.
Well, it's not something we want to be number one for, but our state leads the country when it comes to accidental child drownings. And the worst part about this is the number of tragedies that we're seeing is only going up during this pandemic. So this morning, we want to send it on over to our Jessica Alpern. She is live from Estero to show us the National Drowning Prevention Alliance is telling you how you can protect your children. She's giving you some examples this morning, right, Jessica?
Yeah, Lisa. So as pool owners, the most important thing you need to have are layers of protection. That's something that's actually required under Florida law. Now, one example is this right here, this pool alarm. And you might want to cover your ears a little bit because it is going to be loud when I open the sliding glass door. But that's a point. That's the point of all of this. So take a listen to how it works. And so I'm going to bypass this so we can continue our reporting. And with parents and kids spending more time at home amid the pandemic, it's leading to more lapses in supervision. That can be deadly if your pool isn't up to code. Now, I spoke with attorney Michael Haggard, who's also on the board of the National Drowning Prevention Alliance. He says drowning is the second leading cause of death for children in the U.S., but in Florida, it's number one.
We've led the nation for the last 10, 15, 20 years in terms of drowning statistics. And the Sun Belt, when you go to California, Texas, other states, it's the leading cause there as well. But really nothing like Florida because we have so many pools residentially, but we also have so many apartment complexes and condominiums, which everyone has to have a pool because it's such an asset. It's such a luxury that people want. But the problem with that comes from
the next problem is the pandemic. Early on, when we saw people start to hunker down at home, we also saw an increase in child drownings from 2019 to 2020.
I think we attribute it to people, kids are not in school, kids are not in activities, after school activities. So they're, number one, like when you think about little toddlers and stuff, they can get into their home pool. When you start thinking about a little bit of older kids, they're riding bikes more, they're might be getting near lakes, getting near retention ponds. Just being at home and not being in a classroom or at a football practice, in Florida, you're more apt to be near the water. And that's where we saw that increase in drownings.
And in addition to new builders and homeowners adding more water, we're also seeing existing homeowners adding pools amid the pandemic. As lifestyle habits change and people spend more time at home, pool companies have seen a boom. So with more and more water around us, those layers of protection Haggard is talking about are more important than ever to keep your family and others safe. So in addition to parent supervision, the options are that alarm I showed you earlier, or you could choose to have a perimeter fence surrounding your pool with self-latching and self-closing gates, Lisa. The last option is a pool cover. Lisa.
Now, Jessica, I know there has been a push in the past to have at least 2 layers of this kind of protection. What's going on with that push?
Yeah, so this is a story you'll recall I actually covered last year when state leaders were proposing this bill, Lisa. So I actually asked Haggard about this because back when they were proposing this, listen to this, they said that enough children drown in the state of Florida each year to fill 3 to 4 preschool classrooms. Haggard says there has been pushback when it comes to that bill, and so far it has not been passed. Reporting live from home, Jessica Alpern, Fox 4.